Ah, Today it's a little dark, man. I hope I can make the video look bright. I don't know if you can notice, it's going to rain, so it's a little dark. Anyway, today I'm going to speak to you about a controversial topic. Controversial. Do I hate Pakistanis? Okay. And the reason I want to address this topic, which is rather a strange topic, is because of a post that I put on my community tab, where one Pakistani guy, he was saying a loser, L-O-O-S-E-R, loser. Loser spelling is L-O-S-E-R. So he was, trying to finger me. So I fingered him properly. So because of what I wrote about, your Prime Minister is a driver for a Saudi guy and going begging for a loan and all that. He fingered me, I fingered him. Okay. And it was done deal, and I posted it. No sooner than I posted it, quite a number of Pakistanis got very upset about it, which I understand. And then it just didn't stop. From there it went, oh, you're racist. And then it went to one guy saying, I am going to personally, very respectfully, he said, I'm going to ensure that all our Pakistani people boycott your channel or unsubscribe or whatever. So I thought I should address this. Okay, there are 2-3 parts in this video. One is about a serious message about India, Pakistan, which I want to share. The second thing is about people telling me that they'll unsubscribe from my channel. And the third one is about this drama. Okay, so I'll focus on all three. First things first. Let me... by the way, one of our Indian guys asked me, "Kya choos raha hai yaar?" Means what are you sucking on? Because every time I have this, it's Goo Gel, man. See, Goo Gel. This is for runners. It contains caffeine, proteins. It's made like you give this baby Heinz baby food, like that. It's just gel that gets absorbed into the system. And why I use this is because it has caffeine. Okay. Oh yeah, and one more thing before I do forget. Anyway, that is later. I don't want to mix. Talking of, I'm having a promotion related to my services. Okay, if you're interested, you can check the community tab. Okay, let me not mix too many things. All right. Okay, so now the three things. The first one is the serious bit. Okay. This India-Pakistan drama that is always there, no? That, we are Indians and Pakistan. I understand there is, a competitive kind of animosity that is there. Because Pakistan came from India, Pakistan was a part of India, and Gandhi in his stupidity, partitioned and agreed to give Jinnah for whatever stupid reason he allowed Pakistan to go separate. I feel India, Pakistan should have been together. Okay. But Gandhi in his stupidity and that Jinnah character, whoever, they agreed for a partition, and lo and behold, we got India and Pakistan. Many people might say that is good. I personally feel that is very bad. Okay. You're dividing a country into two. Okay. Now what's done is done. And ever since, ever since that has happened, there's always been tension between both the sides. There have been multiple wars, and it's like UK and Ireland, or Australia and the UK during rugby matches or during football. There's always that tension. Okay. So even with India, Pakistan, there's always been that tension, and that has spilled over into sports, whether it's hockey or whether it's cricket, especially cricket, because cricket is a national sport, and it's so it's so crazy that India, Pakistan, that competitive spirit, it goes to the point where people are even ready to break their television sets, shoot each other, kill themselves. Like they say, there's always been said in the World Cup, when India and Pakistan meet together, that is the finals. It doesn't matter who India or who Pakistan face later on, but if India Pakistan face each other, especially at the higher levels, semi-finals or whatever, it is total mayhem. It is complete. I mean, the whole nation gets glued onto their television set. They're so involved in it. There's amazing passion, competitiveness. So in a way, it's good for the sport, and it's fun. It keeps you entertained. But on the other side, on the flip side, all these wars and all these problems have created a kind of a mess whereby instead of creating unity, it's creating it's not creating diversity, or it's not creating disunity. I don't know if disunity is a word. It's creating unnecessary hatred. And I am totally against this thing of, you're fucking Pakistan, fuck you, or you're Indian, fuck you. I don't like that. Whether you believe me or you don't believe me, I don't like that, okay? So please, I don't want you to use it as, oh, Pakistanis are this or Indians are that. Every country has good, every country has bad, every country has ups and downs. There's no country or there's no individual who's perfect. Even as human beings, we are not perfect, okay? So where Pakistan has its drawbacks, let's say, for example, the oppression of Hindus and oppression of non-Muslims, okay? Same way, India also is having the problem where you have Hindus, not all, who are, marginalizing Muslims, if they are selling cow or meat, and because Hindus believe cow is their god, Muslims believe Allah is their god, and, you just need to check BBC or any news, where if a guy draws a cartoon, they shoot him, kill him, or, they alleged, oh, this guy insulted the Quran, and without even evidence, they did this in a college or something, they killed this social media guy, or a girl is just shot dead because she was, trying to show herself as a fashion model. So both the sides, India and Pakistan, have its drawbacks. Like now in India, a 22-year-old girl put something and on social media to encourage the farmers, and they totally destroy, the way they handled the matter was obnoxious. So at the outset, let's understand, India, Pakistan, both are not perfect. Both have issues and problems. And the politicians are milking this opportunity to score beanie points with the majority. And the majority of the masses encourage this kind of hatred, misunderstanding, or, difference between each other. And I hate that. So that is the first thing. So I do not like, nor do I encourage this behavior. I don't like it, okay? And the proof of this is, in my groups, I have groups with Indians and Pakistanis, and they fight with each other, they argue in my WhatsApp group. I let them. But when it crosses the line, I put my foot down, whether it's an Indian or Pakistani, okay? So please, let's not have hatred for anyone based on any invalid reason. If someone is a Muslim, by default you should not hate him. If someone is a Christian, by default you should not hate him. Someone is a Hindu, by default you should not hate him, or any other nationality. However, if they behave like a jackass and they are stupid and they give you bad ideas, you can hate the idea. But if the person causes harm, then yes, the person should pay the price. So let's finish off that first part. Now the second aspect is my feelings towards Pakistanis. Okay, I've been in UAE now for, my first half of my life. And I was exposed to multiple nationalities, Filipinos, Indians, Pakistanis. Those were the three main, Arabs, okay, by default, but Indians, Pakistanis, and Filipinos. I was exposed to them. I have made friends with all of them. I've eaten their food. In Pakistani food, I loved paya. Paya is bone, they make it a kind of a bone soup, really nice. I'll tell you, there is no other, I don't know any other country that can make or replicate the paya, the authentic Pakistani paya. Whew. The Pakistani roti, oh my goodness. You should just, even right now my mouth is watering thinking about it. Then magas, that is brain, goat's brain. Oh my goodness. Oof. Oh, even the, the chicken kadai, mutton kadai, especially mutton kadai, oh my goodness. There's nobody who can make it, man. Seriously, only a Pakistani knows how to make them. And even though it's greasy, even though it's oily, oof, you lick your fingers. Even, I don't know what is it that they put so different, but there's a talent, there's a skill, and the paya is heavenly. Heavenly is not the word. So I've lived my life being around with Pakistani Muslims. There are so many Muslim restaurants. In UAE, you have Pak Ghazi, you have one other one, yeah, fuck, how can I forget the name? It was so famous, it's almost everywhere. There is the outlet in UAE. There are, these Karachi Darbar, yes. Karachi Darbar and Pak Ghazi restaurant. There's one more, I can't get the name. But these are like everybody, irrespective of your nationality, would go and eat there. And the food is so cheap. It's unbelievable. Yes, Indian food is not bad, don't get me wrong. Filipino food is also sweet and nice. Each one has its own, uniqueness. But Pakistani food, they have always made it affordable. And it's hardcore. Pathans and Pakistanis, especially who do roadside work and labor work, they'll eat that and they are strong throughout the day. Unbelievable food, delicious. And there are so many other dishes like, they take bread and meat. It's, I can't get the name, yeah. It's like a mayonnaise or something like that. I can't get the name. Anyway, keema and all these dishes. Chana keema, oh, I used to love that. So, I have been raised knowing Pakistani food and Pakistani people. Yes, they are conservative where their religion is concerned. That goes without a doubt. Okay? But overall, I've had good experience with Pakistanis. And there is a Pakistani trait everyone knows. That is, when they fight, they don't talk like Indians. Indians will only talk like this. A Pakistani doesn't talk. If a Pathan gets angry, or a Pakistani, he will not talk. He will kick, he will hit you, and it's not like that typical American punch. They will use their hands and legs, and best one is they'll take any stone, anything, and they'll throw stones at rocks, not stones. So they're physically like very rugged, strong, human beings. Okay. Now, yes, and there is one more trait of Pakistanis in terms of business. A Pakistani will never help a Pakistani. I don't know why. Like if you see Malayalis help Malayalis, even though they're gossipy, but somehow, through all my years of dealing with Pakistan, Pakistanis do not help Pakistanis. I don't know what it is. And then there is this real extreme two sides, either extreme poor or extreme rich, okay, in Pakistan. So, and what you see on media is the majority, the poor or whatever, but there is a really high profile, classy side, which maybe does not come on social media, okay, which we do not know about. And yes, Pakistan does faces challenges. So now, having said all that, I do not have a problem with Pakistanis. I've never had. And those who are progressive are my friends. And some of them are really polite, really nice. Okay? I do not have any bad experience with Pakistanis. My first real serious girlfriend was a Pakistani Muslim girl, whom to this date, I have nothing but the deepest regards for. She was a female of character. Not that I have not met some open-minded Pakistani crazy females, but I'm telling you, my first girlfriend, serious relationship, was a Pakistani. So having said that, it should be very clear to you, I don't have any issues with Pakistanis. And I don't get involved in all this politics and all this bullshit. Okay, now that's the second part. But now comes the third part is these criticisms which I brought up. When I said Imran Khan drove the Saudi prince like a driver, that's a fact. He drove him around. You might say that is a mark of respect, but I know, you know, everyone knows, he's just sucking up to him, kissing his ass. Why doesn't Donald Trump drive, let's say, Uganda's president? Why doesn't Donald Trump drive somebody else? Why does he have his driver to drive? Why doesn't Narendra Modi drive, Donald Trump around? No, you don't do this. There are certain protocols you follow. Imran Khan was trying to show progressive modernization, but in the corporate world and in the world of politics, there are certain protocols you don't do. And if you do, get ready to be pointed out and criticized. He needed money for reviving the industries or, helping the country. So he was playing his cards in a way that he thought maybe Prince Salman would fall for it and become his best friend. But it backfired. Because in the world of politics and in the corporate world, nobody is your friend. And when I did say that Pakistan, okay, I put it in a rather crude way by saying begging. But yes, Pakistan did want money. And then they went to China. So in a way, it is kind of begging only. You are going around asking for cash. So I put it in a crude way, but there's an element of truth in it. Okay. Now, I'm not going to harp around on these aspects. India will destroy Pakistan. India is better than Pakistan. See, listen. Pakistan is such a small country. India is so fucking big. India's population is 1 fucking billion. Pakistan's population is hardly a couple of millions. It's not a fair comparison. Yes, it's a fact that India's military is far more superior to Pakistan. India's GDP is far more superior to Pakistan. India's technology prowess is far more superior to Pakistan. There are so many things. But that's not a fair comparison. It's like comparing like India versus Bangladesh or something. That way, if you actually look at it, you can't compare USA to India. USA has a massive military build-up, a massive military force, which India cannot match. Yeah, we will say that, our Indian forces are ready to die and all that bullshit. But US has the technology, US has the weapons. So, we need to be fair, okay? Each country has its ups and downs, and so I'm not going to get on that. But the points which I did speak about, yes, I put it in a way that would be mocking, but there's an element of truth. Now finally it comes down to that post that I put. Did I put it for all the Pakistanis? That's the big question. Absolutely not. The guy fingered me, I fingered the guy. And then I shared this as entertainment. Because I don't fucking take it seriously. And if anybody doesn't know sarcasm or, roasting someone, if you don't understand that, there's something fucking wrong with you. Seriously. And, for those people who are saying, I'm going to unsubscribe, who the fuck cares? Fuck off. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Oh, please, don't unsubscribe. Please don't do that. Who the fuck are you, man? When you subscribed, I didn't know. When you leave, I don't fucking care. You think I sincerely check, okay, Sadiq became my friend. Oh, wow, welcome Sadiq. Oh, Ramu became my friend. Oh, welcome Ramu. Oh, Michelle became... I don't know who the fuck are you guys. I have put a channel where I post videos. I put my effort, my creativity, my experience I share. If you feel it adds value, subscribe. If you feel it doesn't add value, leave. I mean, you're acting like a small fucking baby. I will unsubscribe. We are not children. We are not children in school. Katti, I'm not your friend. I'm not going to be with you. Grow the fuck up, man. I don't know what the fuck. You guys are behaving like you're a fucking diva. And just so that you know, my channel is not based on a popularity fucking contest. I never lived my life based on people's approval. I think the tattooed face should show you that. It should tell you that I never lived my life based on other people's approval, or I was never seeking your validation. If you like what I put, stay. If it adds value, stay. Doesn't add value, fuck off. And I find it so ridiculous when you have to announce, oh, I'm unsubscribing, okay? Bye everyone. It's like in a fucking YouTube, in a Facebook group. I don't find any value in this group. Okay, I'm leaving. Hello, I'm leaving. It's like in a party, everyone's enjoying and they're standing, and you come in and you don't like, and you're taking the megaphone and saying, hey, all of you, I'm leaving, okay, I'm leaving. Everyone will say, man, why don't you just fuck off? Who the fuck cares? Seriously, who the fuck cares? You seriously think the people who wrote, I'm unsubscribing, I know who they are? Mate, listen, I'm talking to you, not just Pakistanis or not just Indians. Listen, my bank balance didn't get affected by you. My livelihood didn't get affected. My family and my health didn't get affected. I didn't get affected. So who the fuck cares? It's like me telling you, I'm not going to talk to you. You'll be like, who the fuck cares? So unsubscribe. And then this idiot, mega idiot, is telling me respectfully, but just because you're talking respectfully doesn't mean you have common sense. I'm going to inform, or I'm going to tell all my group's Pakistani friends to unsubscribe. Yeah, I have 40,000 followers on this channel, 40,500. I don't know who the fuck they are. If I don't know, are you going to fucking email each and everyone and check with each and everyone? So that is why I told him, if you want, let me know what support you need from my side. Make sure you advertise in all the Pakistani groups. Man, 40,000 is a fucking dot. There are channels that have 28, 30 million. I mean, it clearly shows you're jobless. I don't give a fuck. Unsubscribe. Please fucking unsubscribe. I've never lived my life every day checking, oh, 40,000, oh, 40,001, oh, 40,002. Come on, man. I'm not one of those politicians, okay? You want to stay? Welcome. You want to go? Fuck off. I don't give a fuck. Stay if it gives you value. Don't stay for doing me favors. Okay? Now, coming to the last bit. Not last, second last. This comment was addressed to this particular individual. Okay? He was fingering me, I was fingering him. And that's about it. If tomorrow this guy sends me a message, in fact, just so that you know, he put a message afterwards apologizing, or says, listen man, I'm sorry, I don't want to get into this fight or whatever. I didn't mind. I don't know why did he even apologize. I didn't take it seriously. I didn't feel bad. I don't think he needed to apologize. He just put loser, and he was trying to be a bit of a jackass. I said, okay, fine, I'll also be a bit of a jackass. He acted like a cunt, I acted like a cunt, and finished, that's it. He did not apologize. I mean, he just said loser, L-O-O-S-E-R, which I found funny. So I give it. Sometimes guys say, oh fuck, look at your fucking face. I said, look at your fucking brains. Some people try to act smart. They talk shit, and I also give shit. Sometimes I might go on the guy's mother, father, religion, whatever. But it's not to be taken fucking seriously. If you don't like it, don't fucking get into it. See, for example, why is it that I don't comment on other people's profiles? Why is it I don't comment on other people's personalities or life or channel? Because no one fucking cares what I think. So I don't. Now, if in case I do comment, there is a purpose behind it. There's a reason. It might be for engagement. It might be for fun. So I don't take it seriously. I don't know why the fuck anyone should take it seriously. And last if not the least, see, listen, if you're so fucking insecure, if you're such a fucking pansy, if you're such a fucking baby, oh, he insulted me, get off social media. And seriously, I'm saying this honestly. If you're a type of a follower or a person who subscribes to my channel, whose loyalty is so fragile that if I post something good, you like me, and if I post something negative, you will unsubscribe, I prefer you unsubscribe right now. I prefer having men as I'm talking to men, and If you're a female, I would say I prefer having, say, women of character who have substance, who are not so fucking fragile that, oh, he hurt my feelings, oh, I'm so sensitive. Then get the fuck out. This channel is not for pansies and who are so fragile snowflakes. Get the fuck out. I want grown ass men and women who can handle criticisms. And as far as racist, that means when I criticize Donald Trump, I should be racist, right? When I criticize Americans, oh, racist. Criticize Christian, oh, Christian phobia. Islam, Islamophobia. Transgender, transphobia or homophobia, whatever. I mean, in that case, we can't criticize anything. We have to accept everything. Then you should be okay if I tell you that BBC News or CNN News that came out, 3 men who are having a threesome relationship adopted a small child as their baby. And they want to be, all 3 want to be the father. You should accept this. And if you don't accept this, I'll call you some fucking racist or some fucking... See, there are a lot of things we're not comfortable with. A lot of things we don't accept. We should be allowed to have a fucking opinion, man. Others, you live in this fucking world that everyone should kiss your ass and accept and be nice and kumbaya. So fucking boring. So, I hope, in a nutshell, this video addressed all these questions. Like I said, my channel is one where I give it to you on the face. If you act like a chooth, I'll fucking treat you like one. But that doesn't mean I'm talking about the whole fucking religion or society or every individual. And listen, there will be opinions and views and comments you will not like. Choose what you like, ignore what you don't like. There are so many friends and so many people who I follow. I don't like so many things about them. Whether it's Gary Vaynerchuk or Tony Robbins, or it's Sadhguru, or even it's Donald Trump. There are so many things I like and so many things I don't like. I ignore what I don't like. I choose what I like. I use what is beneficial to me. Scrap all the rest. That's how, shouldn't it be that way as grown-up individuals? So I hope this addressed this issue and problem once and for all. And like I said, you wanna unsubscribe, be my fucking guest. I don't know what the fuck you guys... Oh, don't unsubscribe. Oh, please. Sorry. You are knocking on the wrong fucking door. I'm not one of those guys who's going to... Oh, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck you is what I'll tell you. So I hope this video addressed this issue once and for all. Like I said, if your loyalty and if your character is so fucking fragile that an opinion or a roast can make you feel, oh, so sensitive and so worked up, get the fuck out. Go to some pansy fucking channel, that kisses your ass. Maybe that's what you need, someone to kiss your ass. Alright? Hope this addressed the issue. Put your comments down below. And like I said, you can be Indian, you can be Pakistani, whatever the fuck. If I find it's a bad idea, I will talk about it. I have not spared my Indians. You can check, I put videos about Indians. I put videos about Narendra Modi, about Imran Khan, about Pakistan, about anything and everything. And you can feel free to comment about me. But when you do, I'll give it back to you, if it is worth talking about. So I hope this is fair. And by the way, I'll not delete or censor any comment. If YouTube does it with this algorithm, that's a different question. But I encourage you to put whatever you want, say whatever you like, feel free. Alright? You guys take care. It's me signing off. Ciao.